So let's turn this way down. We're also playing on an alt. It's early in the morning. Thank God it was the weekend for this, because otherwise I would have had no opportunity of getting this all done. It would have been better to actually start on 3166 or 3160 something. 60, yeah, I think 66. It would have been probably better, but I think this is turning out good too. We've formed a really good alliance with the Chinese. He's not being able to keep up because he doesn't have the member base, but this is just codes. So, this is for everyone who's watching me and everyone who plays with me. You gotta remember, right? Like, there's a lot to be done in game, early game, so I'm probably not gonna chat outside of game. Once I'm in the game, I'm probably in the game. I'll pop out here and there, but I don't really communicate outside of it all that much. It has enough game chats and dynamics inside of it that are worth using. Not that I don't love Discord and all the other chats too, but so many people speak to me on so many different things. Like some of you are on Facebook, some are on this, so we don't have. Or actually, I don't know. I haven't checked that new Discord all that often. So that may change, but usually they're not that active. This is boring. I might cut this. Well, actually, it's not really boring because it shows representation of how fast you should be doing this. It sucks because how many went expired. This is like really good start to show you what not to do or what can possibly go wrong. So like that's kind of how I've been looking at this now after looking at these recordings. So in the first one, you have a server dropping at a time that's inconvenient for me, right? I'm out with my family driving around. Second, you have things not being able to be purchased that you should be able to purchase. Like you saw the subscription thing, I don't know if I had that on recording where it didn't work and I had to keep clicking in and out and it was awful. I had to cancel another subscription and then renew that one for it to work, I guess. I don't know. But it was altogether difficult. I wonder if that affected Ahmed. I gotta ask him actually. But basically, it yeah, just everything, man. Other people not being able to buy things, and then some of the codes being expired, and then I go to when we go to capture the city, we get bought by one Chinese guy. Like, I wasted 1,500 Lenari. It's so stupid. I want to like hit my head off the wall. It was such a bad idea. But I wanted to prove the point so bad that it really is the recruitment city, and it is. It's the top city. It has the most people in it, and our thing. It's tiering the fastest. It has the most active members probably. I'm not in it because I'm actually in a northern city right now, and I have both alts in other cities. Because I figure alts, if you put your alts as captains of cities in the lower places, you can just put guard towers and have everybody focus one house. So that's a strategy too. So we're recruiting for 2 houses. If the Chinese house does tier up, I'm gonna help him, and it would suck if this kid betrayed us in the end, but I don't think he will. It's crazy, right? This is like the first guy I think might actually stick by us. So I just got one alt done. Everything's done on it that I can do. And that's what you want to do. You just want to, while you're doing other things, do other things, I guess. Now we're sieging, so again, using ground units. I'm still not swapped to Rakan yet, but this playthrough is going to be a Rakan playthrough. I've swapped to Rakan at real time, not at record time, but because you gotta remember I'm doing the free to play videos now too still that I'm backed up on, so I have to get like another 20 or 30 of those released. So I'm doing a lot rapidly, which you shouldn't really ever do, but I'm gonna do it because but yeah, so we have 2 Chinese kids at first. I think it's him and his alt. Because you're gonna see like the first fights he has lone troops. I hope I show the fights. Because I'm not in that house anymore, so the only way you would see it is through this recording. And periodically throughout the video, I'm gonna have to put things in. Because me and him both got insulted with each other, and we didn't say very kind things, I'll put it that way. That's not something I want people to see. That's not something I think people can see, actually. But yeah, I fought him immediately. I think. Was that me who dueled him or him who dueled me? I'm not sure. For the record, he bullies me. That's all I'm gonna say. Is I did not do too good here. I should have put a second archer in front of that archer, but I just want you to notice something though too. Later on, he's gonna face me if the video is in here. He's gonna face me with just his Rose and his Jacks later on in the video. And he outstats me with Rose and Jacks. So 11, 9, 14, 23 is what I can hit for a cap, and somehow he hits higher than that. So he definitely spent on his Rose, and you're gonna see that actually. Just watch his Rose, and I think I zoom in on it as soon as our first fight starts. Because it's like the first thing you're just like, holy shit, look at all the spiderlings. It's kind of cool playing back over these videos now because I get to watch it from a different perspective than what I was watching it at the time. Like when I was recording it, I was probably really frustrated. I was definitely really frustrated. Yeah, look at all those spiderlings. Oh my god. So I'm in a little bit of trouble. The spearmen will help me out with the cavalry, and I think I kill a couple of them actually. But that doesn't take away from the fact, okay, I can swap out. That doesn't take away from the fact that look at his Rose. His Rose is one doing so much damage to the front line. I think he get it built with Toxic Touch, which would be really smart. Then he's got his Jacks on the other side. So I tried to take his Rose out, totally failed. Not gonna lie. I fail actually a lot against this kid, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. And then he gets the same idea, goes for my Jacks. He fails, but he does get my Vega. But it doesn't matter. He's just literally overpowering me. There's no competition here. So it goes to show you at late game and early game, those stats help you the most. That's why sometimes people build stat stuff on the heroes first. Like if they're gonna play human, they'll build on their Avalon, like all archer stats really quickly because that extra 5% is gonna give you an actual advantage in those early game fights. It's like mid game where that kind of stuff like drops off for a second for some reason because you need the other stuff to get further ahead in the void and things. That might be it. I'm not sure why, but it's stat-based things are pretty important early game and end game-ish. That's where it shows the most, I guess. So let's swap accounts. But yeah, as you can see, you just bullied me. I didn't even kill any, so you wrecked me and I didn't kill anything. So that's fucking how everyone's going to start piling on is what you're going to see. So we're going to start messaging in chat to pile on. And I refreshed immediately, dude. I'm so mad at myself. I don't even want to watch these. I don't even want to watch these. Oh, man. That's so depressing. And then watch, I even start to waste Lunarium Rush, like, for one small city. I just want you guys to think about that. Don't ever do this. If you were going to do this, it would be for a big city first off. People used to do that back in the day, but, like, don't do this. This is a budget run, too. This is a $50 budget run, so think about how hard this would set back somebody who's doing something with very limited. So that's why I'm saying this is the perfect, this will be the, I did really well on the free-to-play, and then why not mess up the pay-to-play a little bit and give you the don'ts, you know, not just the do's. There's a lot of things you don't want to do, and that's one of them. This kid kicks my ass again, too. It's the crazy part. Like, I go right back at him, and he kicks my ass again. He kicks everyone's ass. And then I start to get smart, and I start to hide on him. Like, I hide down by the right where he can't see me, and down on the left. Like, we end up winning it. believe it or not, it was like a 2.5 hour, 3 hour fight we ended up having with this kid. Because he got up to like 80% and we got up to 80% because he kept capping like when we'd knock all of us out, and then like some of us would go out for like an hour, and like we literally baited this kid and toyed this kid for like 2-3 hours to win the city with a bunch of us. And I wasn't the only one who used Lunari. This guy got us to probably got us to spend like a good 3K Lunari between all of us, which is terrible. I shouldn't have led that way, and that's terrible that I did that because I kept asking them to come back and fight. And that's kind of why I might not show the rest of these videos, because I don't want to talk about how it was my fault that everyone kept fighting for a city when realistically this is a good learning experience. We should have learned, or I should have, oh, wrong account. We should have went for like Sundermark or another city, which a lot of people were pointing out afterwards. So I'll give myself credit. They weren't pointing out at the very moment, but they were right. We definitely should have went for an ulterior city. Because we could have, while he was taking that one city with him and his ult, we could have easily taken 2 or 3 cities with our group, 3 or 4, and then just right there, the numbers alone. But we needed the city, and it did prove my point that it's the recruitment city, and you're going to see that in these later videos. So that was the goal, was to show that this city is important, and this is why, and I think that's why he was fighting us for it. But yeah, anyways, that's the point. So it sucks, because people wasted a lot, and I give shout out to all of these guys. Shout out to all of them, because they put in work. Like, they put it, you're gonna see it too. I am gonna show it, because you know what, they fought hard, man. Look at this, he killed the most. Best player, hands down. I should have watched his replay. That's where I fucked up too. You know why? Because like, not watching his replay is a mistake on my end. After seeing how much damage he did to him, I should have watched his replay, because I would have learned something. Because he has the same heroes as me. He wasn't that different in power at the time. He had kind of the same troops. I almost want to rewind it, but I don't know how that would work with the audio over, so I don't want to. Either way, this one kid fights us off for like ever. And you can see he's got 2 ults too, so he had an ult for a side house already. The kid's smart. He's really smart what he did. He used 2 gold sets, like 2 borrowed gold sets. And that's something I want to space out, so 1235. Oh man, I haven't really been paying attention to too many of those. As you can see, we're doing everything we can to fight him. This is crazy. This is so depressing to watch. It wasn't worth it. Well, it kind of was. Like, I don't know how to gauge it. Because that first city really does always get the most players. It gets the most Chinese, it gets the most English, it gets the most players in general. And what happens is, too, is the reason that house usually tiers the fastest, too, is because it gets new players that don't even know how to change houses. So even if they are gonna leave your house, they don't know how to do it for a long enough time where they start building your tier anyways. We're doing really good on our ults. Both of them are up to level 8 or 9. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Did I just rush that? I did just rush that. Oops. my next attempt is all cavalry. This should be funny. It would work though, cause he had all swordsmen for the most part every time we fought him so far. The only thing that doesn't fit is those archers. I should have taken those archers out. Those aren't a good idea. Look at this though. He's just stat beats me. His rose has to be broken. Like his rose has to be jacked. Cause look, oh man, go focus on the spiders. Yeah, there we go. Look at that, dude. Like look at this. Like 20 of them. There's no competing with that. Can't compete, man. Look at his jacks. Look at his jack. Like what? That's ridiculous. There's no fight. We eventually won it after losing like 8 cavalry. Like, jeez. But he still wins. Watch, his spiders win the fight. Oh my god. I want to cry. Like, this is so sad. Someone should have attacked him immediately after me. That would have been our best bet. And somehow, dude, this horseman down in the bottom right wins. And I should have used, like, Avalon's arrows or something right here. And the fact that I didn't use anything is a choke. Yeah, see, I finally used it. But I think I was just, like, so caught in the moment. And, like, what the fuck? Like, how is this kid doing this? Word, I have an hour upgrade on this. On alt, you want to try to take the longest upgrades and focus certain things that you're going to loan. Like crossbows, ninjas, or things that I would loan. Because you can make a lot of ninjas. Actually, maybe not. Ninjas or something. Maybe I'll focus on my main. And I'll loan crossbows and like turtles on this account. I'll loan monks on the other account, probably. Focus samurai. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Unfortunately, I can't upgrade anything else because I'm broke as fuck on this account. I have to go do things, actually. That's probably why. I'm not even paying attention. But yeah, I lost. Like every fight against this kid. It doesn't matter what I did. And yeah, lifetime patron kept not popping up, so I ended up getting 3 sets instead. Whatever, it helped my teammates out. It's kind of how I looked at it. Like, they all got a chest out of it. Or 2 or 3 chests, but they were garbage chests. I got like 2k resources out of one, which I mean is really helpful, actually, if you're free to play an early game at all. Because, you know what's crazy, actually, is I'm noticing, too, the patron accounts are running out of resources faster than my free-to-play did. My free-to-play had more resources because it took longer for me to get things done. But patron actually can set you back. Because you end up waiting anyways for the resources. So see, he starts capturing a little bit. I go straight for it though again. So we're leveling up as we go too. This is funny. Watch, you're gonna watch me and him straight up compete like level wise. Now what I should have been doing, right, is instead of spending Lenari on refreshes and stuff, I should have bought 1 refresh. And then I should have upgraded my castle and upgraded troops and got things to the next tier. And then went back at him again. So again, that's a choke too. So like I should have focused this differently. Instead, I bought mechs